I've been wearing this neat little ring called the Oura for 3 weeks now, and I'm going to give you my honest review. It's not sponsored, I'm not being paid for this. I'm going to give you how it compares to Apple Watch. I've been wearing Apple Watch for years now. This is my second one, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Oura ring and what it actually does. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Leal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. Fitness trackers, they've been around for a long time now, and there's one that I've had my eye on for quite some time, probably a year before I actually decided to invest in one, and that is the Oura ring. So what's the Oura ring about? Well, the Oura ring is an activity, recovery and sleep tracker, and it's done all inside this ring. It's kind of got a light inside it that sometimes comes on, a red and a green light, so it's monitoring pretty much everything you do through the day. And what you get a readiness score, and that tells you how well you've been sleeping and the kind of activity that you've been doing, and whether that's going to make you feel ready or not for the day. So let's get into it. I'm going to take you through the features. So we're inside the app with the Oura ring now, and there's an app on your phone, and that kind of connects to the Oura ring, and it gives you so much data. So you can see there, I've actually exceeded my activity goal. I probably want to be setting mine a bit higher. I've just gone for the activity goal that comes with it. So I probably need to sort of adjust that now, because I'm probably a little bit more active than the average person. That's today's score. So it's kind of like you can see there, it's the afternoon. I've done my workout. I've gone for a walk as well in the morning. It's actually imported this because I've actually recorded it on my Apple Watch, which I'll go into in a bit. But I tend not to record the workouts on my ring, but you can do that. It's giving me some overall data. So when you get to this first home screen, it's got, the time that I'm inactive, which is an average of 6 hours, 20 minutes per day, my heart rate variability, and so lots of my sleep efficiency. And then what it does, and this is probably the most important bit, it gives you a readiness score, and you want your readiness score to be good or kind of optimal. Really, that's what you're aiming for. So probably 80 and above. And you can see it's got my sleep there from last night. So I got 6 hours, 39 minutes. And that's the length of time I sleep. And it's got my heart rate. And it's also telling me what time to go to bed now. Whether I'll listen to that or not is another matter. But that's that's the overall picture. And then if you go a bit deeper, you can actually explore a bit more on what readiness means. So it's saying, my body temperature is optimal because this ring actually monitors my body temperature. Where I seem to sort of fall down, as you can see, is my activity balance. And that may be actually because I do quite a lot. So it may be that I need to sort of bring that down, which I am actually incorporating more rest days, which I have done over the last couple of weeks. So that's interesting. It's still down at fair. And then you've got your sleep. You can dive a bit deeper into that. So most of my sleep is pretty good. I have found that my REM, my rapid eye movement, on some occasions, it was good last night, hasn't been so good. That's something that you can't necessarily work on, but it's probably about making sure you're putting in proper relaxation techniques. Then it's got my activity. So it will sense if I've been walking, and then record, invite me to record that as a workout. And it's also monitoring my steps. I don't take too much notice of calorie burn. I don't think that's accurate, so I just want to know that my activity level is optimum. That's really all I want to know. I don't worry about calories burned. It's got a lot of other features in there, which I won't go into, but you can also see sort of like your reports. So you've got weekly reports. So I've been doing this for 3 weeks, as I said at the start. So I can look at whether I've been improved or not. So my readiness score was between 75, it looks like 75, and kind of up in the 90s, near the 90s at the start. And then if we go in the most recent weeks, it's pretty much the same. So it hasn't changed. My average lowest resting heart rate was 48 at the start. Sorry, it was 48 last week and it was 50 at the start. So not a massive difference. So that's really what it can do in a nutshell. So now I'm going to talk about what the pros and cons are as I see it, and whether I would recommend it as a tool for you to use. The Oura Ring doesn't come cheap. It's around $300 to $450 depending on which model you buy. I've got a gold one here. They do different kinds of metals and it kind of varies in price according to the shape ring you buy and the type of metal you choose. So I've got kind of the most expensive one, which is $450. That being said, it's a similar sort of investment, isn't it, for an Apple Watch? So it's not a big difference, but if you wanted a cheaper type of tracker, then a Fitbit is going to be a little bit more expensive than something like a Fitbit or some of the other trackers. So it is an investment. I'm going to talk about the pros now, and I've got to say at the start, I absolutely love it. I think it's a really neat little device. It just fits on your finger. It's really discreet, isn't it? As you can see, I haven't given up my Apple Watch, and I'm going to go into that in a minute. What's great about the ring is you can wear it anywhere. I could argue that you can wear your watch anywhere, but I think I don't tend to wear my watch when I go to sleep. I take it off because you've got to charge it up, and that's the good thing about the Oura Ring. It's got a much longer battery life, so it's probably going to last 3 or 4 days, and it only takes 30 minutes to charge it up. So that is amazing. Now, it's said to be much more accurate when it comes to generally monitoring you and monitoring your sleep than something like the Apple Watch, because it actually monitors your temperature as well as your sleep and the level of oxygen, and it's really good at that. Oura can even tell when you took a nap. I went to have my eyelashes done recently, and the lady doing my eyelashes, she said I could see your ring was flashing green and red and stuff. And that's because it was actually monitoring me, and I was actually going to sleep. I was having a nap. And then when I got off from that sleep, I saw in the app that it actually had recorded a nap. And so that's really important, isn't it? Because you're going to find that you've got more readiness if you are taking naps. It's actually really good for you. So I felt like I'm getting much better, more thorough, more detailed information about my readiness and my sleep than I would do with something like the Apple Watch. So it was great for that. What are the cons? Well, I talked about the price point. It is expensive. It is an investment, but again, no more than the Apple Watch. I found it a bit fiddly when it came to recording workouts. So when you record a workout, what you've got to do is you've actually got to physically go onto your phone and select a workout, and it didn't have all the options that you've got in Apple Watch. So I quickly stopped using the Oura Ring, because the other problem is you shouldn't really wear it strength training. And strength training is a massive part of what I do because it actually gets scratched. So, what I can do is actually wear gloves over it, but I find recording on my Apple Watch is actually much more convenient because I've just got to sort of press a few buttons on my Apple Watch Watch rather than fiddling around with my phone. So I did feel that that activity monitor kind of let itself down a little bit in terms of recording. I found the Apple Watch is just way better, way superior. Would I recommend Oura Ring? You know, the only reason I really wanted to buy it, because I'm quite happy with what my Apple Watch does, was to see what was going on with my sleep, get some really thorough, detailed information about my sleep and therefore my readiness. And I feel the Oura Ring is a better all-round application for actually monitoring all of your health, and it's going to give you quite detailed and in some cases quite accurate information about where you are. Now, do you need to invest in it? No, you don't. You could actually take notes from your sleep and how much of a good night's sleep you've had the night before, because you're kind of going to know yourself, aren't you, in some respects. But the Oura Ring just gives you a lot more detailed information and data that you're not going to be able to know when you wake up in the morning, how effective and efficient your sleep has been. And as a menopausal woman, I'm actually really concerned about my sleep because I want high quality sleep and I want a better night's sleep. And that's why I invested in it. Do you have to invest in it to get in better night's sleep? No. Is it going to motivate you more to improve your sleep? Probably yes. But you absolutely don't need it. And I have to say, I'm never going to let go of my Apple Watch because I absolutely love my Apple Watch. It does most things, it's just not got that accuracy when it comes to sleep. And what I love about Apple Watch is it actually integrates with everything else. So it integrates with my iPhone, it integrates, you can actually make calls from your Apple Watch. So it has a lot more features than just being a health tracker, which I absolutely love. So they're two kind of different things, and the Apple Watch does more that's nothing to do with tracking health because it integrates with all the other Apple products. So for that reason, I wouldn't want to lose it. But will I carry on using the Oura Ring? Yes, I'm going to, and it's really going to help me keep a track on how I'm sleeping, which I feel as a menopausal woman, that's really important to me because it's really going to help with fat loss. It's really going to help me understand why my energy levels, for example, have been poor some days because I haven't had a really good quality night's sleep. It actually tells you that, and that becomes much more important as you get older.